I delivered pizzas to an address I'd never heard of before. I almost didn't escape alive. Story by Reddit user Bijel Goodwin Noy. Part 3. Where in the hell is this address, Tony? I called out, turning and watching as he fired up the wood oven. Dough and ingredients already laid out on the metal counter. He shrugged. I honestly don't know, Hal. I've never heard of it before either, but it's not the first time. Don't forget, those big-shot developers who bought up a lot of the farmland have been building those subdivisions out here. For the last 5 to 10 years, trying to get people out here, chances are someone actually was dumb enough to buy one, and that's where it is. He turned back to begin making the pizzas, before calling over his shoulder. Anyways, he gave directions to get there. They're written on the back. I stared at his back for another few moments, then shrugged as well. Makes sense, I guess. Half an hour later, I stepped out the back door into the pouring rain. Bending over to protect the boxes, I made a mad dash for my car, which sat almost at the other end of the parking lot. By the time I reached it, jamming the key into the lock, my coat was soaked, and my hair was matted to my forehead. Dropping the pizzas into the passenger seat, I dropped into the driver's seat and yanked the door shut. Yanking off my jacket, I threw it into the back seat and smoothed my hair back, rubbing my arms and shivering slightly as a loud rumble of thunder came from outside. Fucking February weather, I muttered, leaning over to open my glove box as I slid the key into the ignition in the center console. After fumbling for a moment, I pulled out a battered map, flicking on the dome light as I unfolded it, shifting my gaze between it and the directions. I traced my finger over it as I read the first few lines, which led me out of town onto the back roads. But it wasn't long before it became useless. The thing was about 30 years out of date, showing nothing besides a dead end where the directions told me to turn.
Like the story? Like, comment and share it for the next part.